It has been nearly 2 months since 18 people were killed in the Lewiston shootings.
Tonight, we are hearing from Governor Janet Mills in her first sit-down interview since the tragedy about everything from how it impacted her personally to the ongoing investigations and calls for gun law reform. News Center Maine's Zach Blanchard joined us live in studio tonight with more. Hi, Zach.
Hi guys, Brian and Sam. Lewiston is a place the governor once called home, where she worked as a lawyer and met her husband Stan before he passed in 2014. So for her, like many of us, this tragedy was deeply personal.
It's been 8 weeks since this city was shaken to its core. What is it like to be back here? For Governor Janet Mills, returning to where the shots first rang out isn't easy.
Lewiston is a place that is truly in my heart.
These wooden trees forming a small memorial for those killed outside Just-in-Time Bowling Alley. From the youngest victim, Aaron Young, to the oldest, Bob and Lucille Violette.
His wife was with him, and he tried to save her, and they both perished, as well as Aaron, 14 years old.
It's that pain that brings Governor Mills back to the first press conference, to the lockdown, to the candlelight vigil at the city's basilica. When you heard this happened here, what were you feeling?
Disbelief initially, and shock, of course. I mean, nothing like this had happened in Maine, nor should it have ever happened in Maine or anywhere else.
But it did. 18 people were killed at the Just-in-Time Bowling Alley and Schmenge's Bar and Grill, including someone Governor Mills knew, ASL interpreter Josh Seal. His friend and coworker Reagan Thibodeau stood by Mills' side through the tragedy.
She lost 4 of her friends, 4 people she had gone to school with, known for years and years. And Reagan was brave to be there at that press conference and many others, and to say, you know what, the deaf people, you need to look at us too. And I respect that community so much.
Are you angry?
I think we all go through periods of grief, and my grief, like others, involves anger. It involves sadness, deep sadness. It involves action, wanting to take action.
The first step for Mills was forming an independent commission to investigate the circumstances surrounding the shooting, Maine's yellow flag law, and what police did and didn't do in the months before. Just last week, this review released by the Saginaw County Sheriff's Office found deputies acted reasonably despite never making contact with the shooter. Did Maine's yellow flag law fail?
Well, you know, that's one reason the action I took as soon as possible was to set up an independent, truly independent commission.
But do you understand the frustration of the Maine people that deputies didn't get in touch with this person despite the number of warnings?
Look, I'm frustrated, as is everybody else, that this event occurred, period. It is a horrible thing to have happened in our community, in our state. And I do want to get to the bottom of what happened, what might have happened otherwise. I'm not going to guess at that.
But as the search for answers continues, lawmakers are already looking for solutions, like strengthening gun laws. Just in your last campaign cycle, you spoke to the Sportsmen's Alliance saying that you were against high-capacity magazines, banning those and opposed to background checks. Have you changed your mind?
Look, nobody goes through a situation like this, an episode like this, without wondering, could we do something different? Could we do something better to make sure that people in Maine are safe and that they feel safe?
Would you support an assault weapons ban?
I'm going to look at every option to think about how it could be used in Maine, if at all.
One thing is clear. The state has been forever changed, and so has this city. But Governor Mills says she will never forget the victims of that day and the ones they leave behind.
We're there for you. We're listening. We love you.
Now, I also asked the governor if there was any specific legislation she planned to support in the upcoming session. She says she isn't ready to talk specifics, but everything is on the table, something we will definitely be keeping a close eye on. Brian and Sam.
Zach Blanchard with the Sit Down with the Governor. Our thanks to you.